You guys know I don't often record myself, so when I do, it's serious. For as long as I've been doing commentary videos, I've had the Modest Pelican comparison, and I've always told people it doesn't get to me. I've acted like I'm bigger than it. But the truth is, deep down it does. I think the only way to get past it is going to be war. I've tried making love, but the only reciprocation that's had is a offer to go for some drinks. The better route for my career maybe is war. Far Cry 6 has pelicans in the game. I mean, how could I compete with that big of a scale? He's become that much of an inspiration that Ubisoft are implementing him in the games. Pelicans are in Far Cry 6. So this is why I'm going to ask each and every single one of you, every time you see a pelican in Far Cry 6, kill it. I don't care if it's explosions, if it's gunshots, if it's a machete wound. Kill the pelicans. Leave no pelican alive in your Far Cry 6 save. And if you want to go that extra mile, kill the pelicans and tweet at him with a video of you killing pelicans in Far Cry 6. I don't like to do this. I don't want to be the one to spark a YouTube drama, but it's got to happen. Welcome to Yara, a beautiful country and ideal family holiday destination. That is, if you ignore the oppressive government controlling the cities and executing the civilians for not falling in line. The man at the top of all this mayhem, or as I prefer to call it, the stunning and brave dictator, is Anton Castillo, played by none other than Giancarlo Esposito. Some people believe this is a fictional take on real-life Cuba, but Ubisoft will never confirm or deny this, as apparently their games aren't political, despite this game literally being about a nefarious politician who's out of control with power. We play as Danny, an ex-military Yara local. I guess her being ex-military is this game's reasoning for her being handy with a firearm, compared to the last 3 games' reasoning of, well, your protagonist was American. It's just in their blood. You hand a newborn American baby an AR-15 and their recoil control will look like shrouds. Danny's hometown is currently under siege, so her and her friend Lita are trying to escape the city. We didn't even get a warning, so no essentials were packed, we're just going with the clothes off our back. Which is why I tried to thief this kettle from this poor woman just trying to protect her family with a kitchen knife. Nothing settles the tension quite like a warm brew, but sacrifices have to be made when fleeing a city, so this is one of them. Leave a like for that poor kettle. So we make it onto the boat and my boy Marco is abusing children. You love to see it. I managed to convince him to take the kids' payment of 2 baseball cards and let us all on so we can finally escape. Aboard the boat, and honestly Marco could have done with leaving a few people on the pier as it's crowded, hot, smelly, and probably a hot spot for some sort of new disease, as the people of Yara aren't exactly the optimum of sanitary. Speaking of disease, look who's aboard. None other than Anton Castillo, Yara's ruthless dictator. Did you like that segue? It's pretty smooth, right? As it turns out, the kid I thought I was helping escape a life of oppression and poverty is actually Anton's son Diego. Which is a shame, because I was just about to make the announcement that all my earnings from YouTube will now be donated towards a charity called Save the Kids. Anton proceeds to do the typical Far Cry villain thing and delivers a speech that's not only intimidating, but also inspiring to someone who wants to one day transition a YouTube audience into a feared colony, into a wholesome community. Everyone on the boat is then gunned down, and it starts to fill with water, so if the bullets didn't hit you, the water will soon take over your lungs. Thanks to plot armor though, I wash up on a nearby beach. My girl Lita isn't so fortunate and is slowly dying next to me, but rather than comforting words from her best friend, she wants her phone to quickly go live on the gram with one last brand deal. I respect the hustle. Lita's now dead, so this is the story arc that really sets Danny up for a life of rebellion and taking back the city to get revenge on Anton Castillo. The scenes on the beach are pretty grim. It's just washed up dead bodies everywhere from people trying to escape a war-torn country. You'd think this was Dover Harbour. There's no time to worry about them though, as I've got to find my fellow rebellion at a camp on this island. So I begin executing all the soldiers I find in brutal fashion. The only time I felt more like Jason Voorhees was when I cosplayed him at a Halloween party. We all took our roles pretty seriously, everyone started having sex in the different bedrooms, and I murdered them all because Jason's real backstory is he was sent down by the Lord himself to stamp out all sinful relations. I of course grabbed myself some new drip, because what's taking back my country if I don't look fresh in some new J's? Further in, I find a dude who had clearly not passed his V-level rock climbing training, but had just watched the documentary Free Solo, so was feeling inspired, and it backfired massively. On the bright side though, at least I have his grapple now. I get stopped by some guy with a gun, but luckily I have my blue fabric handy, so rather than killing me, he instead puts a bag over my head, and it's the most intimate I've felt in years. When the bag's taken off, I think I'm in a dream, because wow, look at this baddie. She's hot, but also gives me the vibe that she could put me in a triangle choke in the middle of sex, and that's oddly arousing. Her name is Clara, and she wants me to be a part of the rebellion, as we have the common goal of taking back power from Anton Castillo. You know how the saying goes. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. She's so hot, let's hope she's a lesbian or at least bi-curious because I'm dripping. Clara knows a guy by the name of Juan who has experience in making weapons, so this could be useful towards our rebellion. I head into the village, and despite being under military control, it's actually so cute. There's even a public swing set to play on, but much like when I was a kid, there's no one here to push me. Juan's actually a pretty nice dude. He's got serious heart problems due to excessive drinking, but hey look, he's also got a pet crocodile, Guapo, that kills on command. How cute is that? Juan asked me a small favour to go pick up some uranium for him. A ballsy question to ask someone you've only known for 2 minutes, but I can't act like I haven't been there. You see, when I got transferred to a new school where I didn't know anyone, I knew I had to establish dominance quickly. So the next day I came in with joints filled with tea and befriended this kid with one arm to convince people it was weed and then start selling it, propelling me to a kingpin position in the playground and for us to be heralded as El Giorgio and Pablo One Armbar. So this uranium is being guarded by the army, but there's actually a couple of double agents knocking about the place that can help me get in. Of course, I choose to brutally murder the double agent because I can't be having that kind of two-faced behaviour in Yara. You're either in or you're out. War isn't charity. Yes, I know you may be scared to leave the army because they're going to murder you and your entire family, but that's no excuse. With the double agent dead, breaking in to grab this uranium would now be a harder task. Luckily though, I have a sniper in my back pocket, and I grew up in the Modern Warfare 2 era, so if there's anything I'm good at, it's 360 no-scoping and telling kids I bang their mums. My sniper, however, has other ideas, because it seems to do the same amount of damage as throwing a Sainsbury's bag at someone's head. Now having to go for the raw dog approach due to my sniper being lackluster, I managed to secure the uranium and make what I thought was a 200 IQ escape through the water, but it ends up going south because there's sharks everywhere. This was a bigger misstep than this time me and my girlfriend made gay Tinder accounts to see who could get the most likes, and one of the guys I matched with saw me at work and then messaged me later that day saying, "Fancy seeing you at work," with a winky emoji. Yeah, no, that actually happened. I don't think I've ever felt so awkward in my entire life. I get back to Juan, and he creates me this crazy device called a Supremo with the uranium, and it's basically a backpack of destruction. It can fire rockets, store throwable weapons, and I'm pretty sure it could sell you a broadband deal if it wanted to. I mean, yeah, sure, the long-term effects on my back from wearing this 24/7 will surely be detrimental, but hey, at least I now have baseballs to throw at people's faces. And with that, meeting Julio co-op was now available, and I've really got to praise Ubisoft for implementing it so seamlessly. Alright, I'll try and invite you again.
I invited you, does that work?
Nah, I didn't get shit. Did you get that?
Nah.
Oh, hang on, I got this. I know how you do it. Play with a friend. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you get it?
Ah.
Yeah!
Oh, look, some horses, look.
Who wins, horse or dog?
Easy. Who's here? Who's here? What's going on?
Alright, mate. Oh! Oh! Oh!
George! Down, dead!
I wanted to do this alone.
Julio wants us to torch these poisonous plants because apparently they're making the people of Yara really sick. This sounds like some sort of conspiracy theory, and if there's one thing I don't like, it's conspiracy theories. They're always so dumb, like people think pigeons are actually robots that the government used to spy on us, the earth is flat, or that time my little brother died due to not having any inflatable armbands was because I actually popped them. Don't believe the noise, people. Anyway, this is clearly an attempt to recapture that magical moment where you burn loads of weed in Far Cry 3 while Skrillex blasts in the background. But this time, a mariachi band is playing, and the plant you're burning is actually harmful. Cool, I like this music.
Yeah, mamma mia! Dear Galawea! Oh, never!
Hang on, my character's just having the most intense orgasm you'll ever hear. Shut the fuck up! What is happening? My character just won't stop screaming. Mate, my character won't just shut the fuck up.
Let's give him some send-off fireworks. Let's go, Julio!
Julio! Woo! God, Matt, you've just destroyed his home.
That's where
Julio spent years building that. Hey, Matt, look at me.
Doing some pull-up. Oh, 1, 2,
yeah,
3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait for it. Want to hit on this? I'll just run.
No, I can pick you up. Get in the whip. Here we go, boy. I can't even fucking see, Matt.
The ride is on the way.
Yo, the whip. Thank you, mate.
Get as fast as I could.
No worries. Did you just kill him?
No. Oh, yeah. Enemy horse. Wait, hang on. What's this enemy horse about?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on it. I'm gonna jump on it and kill it.
But I land on it. I'm gonna land on it. I'm gonna take his horse from the sky. Oh, you alright, mate?
You res me, do you think?
Did your job not go too well? After all that, me and Matt are tasked with your basic Far Cry things like securing outposts, killing military higher-ups, and taking a quick break to critique each other's dick pics, because that's what real bros do. Our reward for this is what we've been waiting for the entire time we've been playing. A fishing rod. What's that? Is that a deer? Oh! Oh, Jesus Christ! Good spot for some fishing.
Repair. Hang on.
Cool, that's dangerously close to my face. I'm gonna take this car. Excuse me, sir. Can you, Matt, I'm being kidnapped. Help! Help! I jumped on the hood, he didn't stop, help! Oh, look, we found our people. We found our people, boy. Good day. Yeah, catch much? Nah, not been too eventful, is it? Oh, so you've got a fair few fucking crabs. Jesus Christ! Oh, I've got a fish. Yeah, first fish. Far Cry 6, it's tiny. But it's something. Oh.
Use tackle box.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, mate, this is the game of the year. You can upgrade your fishing rod. Cop the gold fishing rod. These are our people, Matt. We found where we belong. We should just stay on this island and retire together.
Yo, I've got like a big un.
You got a big one?
What is this? Yeah, look. Come look at this. You see it?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I'll go look at it. You don't belong in the water. You're not big enough. You're not man enough. Get in the shore. You don't belong here out in these deep waters. You didn't even get good GCSEs. You disappointment to your family. You know you belong on the shore. You don't belong out here. It's a big pond. You're a small fish.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's huge. We attempt to do it stealthily. Oh, let's go, Matt. Oh my God, yeah. The rebellion has been trapped on this island because Anton Castillo has boats surrounding the island, preventing us from escaping safely. Our task now was to take out these boats. These 2 boats that operate in the same area, so surely we could just leave on the other side of the island. Nope, never mind, I'm being too logical. This is Far Cry. Of course, we have to kill everyone and blow up the boats. Once again, this boat mission feels similar to something from, say, Far Cry 3, so clearly Ubisoft is leaning on that nostalgia, hitting you harder than my stepdad hit me. I don't know how Far Cry does it. It's basically the same game, every single time. But it still manages to be fun. I mean, the soundtrack at this moment was absolutely slapping to make this really feel like a monumental moment. Speaking of soundtracks, I might actually become one of those people who starts listening to video game soundtracks in their free time, then talks about it on Twitter, slips it into every conversation they have, just so people know I have a bigger brain than them. Me and Matt on the ground take out the boats with help from Juana's air support, and I'm surprised that he didn't catch a PUI. Clara would come to our rescue, pick us up, and ride this boat out onto the water. I've never wanted to be a boat more in my life. Oh, fuck, I dropped my iPad. Julio, however, would make the brave decision to stay back, and he wouldn't get as lucky as the rest of us.
Put Julio down. Fine. Then, enjoy the show.
If you want to see more Far Cry 6, let me know in the comment section down below. Me and Matt recorded a bunch more, so there's way more content to work off if you guys would like that. Thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. A big thank you as always to those of you who have clicked the join button and become a member of the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. I'd like to just give a huge shout out to my motherload Voiy Boys and above, Gerardo Cruz, Björn van den Hatter, Charlie Waldock, TheGamerTeg, and Zyfin Productions. Thank you guys for your support.